The Nittany Lions ready to kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger to get them going for this football game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Sets his feet. It's Alford. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, that's a great play by the defense, and that's one the quarterback obviously wishes he had back. I think sometimes as a QB, your success from the previous game can carry over, and it forces you to be a little bit reckless, right, David? I mean, he had a big one last time out, and he's looking early in this game on the first drive to get a big chunk play right out of the gate, but he throws that one into coverage, and the defense makes him pay for it.
Well, and how about talking to this defense before this game? They talked about, can they make something good happen early? If they could, maybe they could rattle him a little bit. Everything went well for him last week, and so good job by this defense striking early. Hopefully it'll develop some confidence with this D and maybe a little bit of hesitation with the QB.
The short hands, it's Grove. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Straight ahead, it's Grove. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it's a touchdown. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Sells to fake. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
Finds his tight end. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. On the run, it's Grove. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Alford. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bear. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on first down, wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
That's reeled in. It's Boone. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Off play action. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special. And of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Alford. He's got it on the run. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit.
Throws it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The snap sets up the throw. Not enough juice on that one. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone defense. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Sells the run, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wide out trying to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Uh-oh, look out. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Sets his feet. It's Alford. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Play action on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Selling the fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Got his man. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Good stop there. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Needs it. Sees a crease. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing.
Snags it, and there's headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30, the 20. Lean for the wire, touchdown.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw one first. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best together and start this drive off.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back-to-back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one.
Makes the grab in their space. At the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for an alley. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
The run inside. It's Roll.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Howard. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Penn State. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to pass. It's Alford. Still looking. He'll get rid of it. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Gets rid of it. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Oh, spins away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Grove. Got a little grass. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
The fake wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And this tight end after that touchdown continues to have his way for the defense, and there was nobody even around him, close to him in the end zone, David. He just found the zone. He put his hand up. Quarterback, that was easy for him to see, but inexplicably bad coverage on the back end by the defense.
I mean, that was basically routes on air. Wide open. And this guy, it's not like he's a bum. This dude's been cooking you all day, and they left him absolutely wide open. Big-time mistake by the defense. And the offense, the QB is like, hey, my man's wide open. He's kind of done some work. I'll throw him the football. Easy 6.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Got some green grass. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Looking to throw, it's Alford. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Hits inside, it's Rowe. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Drops back on first down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Finds his man on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here on third down for this offense. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fourth down, and this offense will roll the dice from their own territory and stay on the field. Snapped on fourth down. Moving out to the right. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Short pass.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Left side, it's Jones. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. They're all over him. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Right back to the well. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Alford. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Right side, it's Bear. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Boone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and
into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The offense has a chance, down 1 possession in the 4th. Fresh set of downs going up top. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Rid of it on the RPO. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Left side is Grove. Caught, and he's got room. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unloads to the right. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Back's going for the goal line. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. Touchdown, Penn State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
The give. There he goes. He's at the 30. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the 1st down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Out wide right, it's Bear. And it'll be a touchdown. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Rush is on. across the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football for David.